Hi guys, Daz here with Comic Haul number 50. Yeah, the big 50, I've reached the landmark. Wow, been a long time coming, but I'm still going strong. Got a ton of books to get through, guys. Got a load of current issues, we've got a load of back issues. Of course, I've got some spec books at the end, and a couple of books that are going to be coming down the line. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into the books. Some books arrived from Forbidden Planet, finally. And this is art of the finest quality. And this is, of course, my man, my favourite artist. This is Batgirl, issue 30. That stunning Joshua Middleton variant. Really is on fire, isn't he? And the good thing about this book is it has a first appearance, and that is the first appearance of Cormorant, who is a new villain, I believe. It's also the first appearance of Luciana Alejo. Just a great book for your PC. But look, you never know. If that first appearance takes off, could be a good book down the line. Up next, I sought this one out because it's got a first appearance I think may have some legs. This is Champions, issue 1. This is the new series. And this is the first appearance of Pinpoint, an East Indian boy with teleportation powers. As far as I know, I don't know of any other Indian superheroes, so it could be a first there. It's about time. It's also the first appearance of the new Champions team, which is Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, who is Morales, Brawn, Falcon, who is Torres, Bombshell, Patriot, Wasp, who is Nadia, Power Man, who is Alvarez, and of course Pinpoint. This is the regular Kim Jacinto cover. You know, obviously we had the first Eskimo hero in Snowguard, so new East Indian boy called Pinpoint. Could be a great character. Not sure I should have picked this one up. This is a book from Zenoscope. I picked up the first one and it was, I didn't really enjoy the read, but it had a stunning cover. It had like a big eye on it. And this is Conspiracy. This is issue 2, I believe. And this is Doppelganger. This is the Doppelganger cover from Sheldon Gott. So issue 2 there. I don't think he's eating that much. I grabbed it basically because the first issues were so hot, but I don't think it's really going to do much. Up next is a title I am really glad to complete. This is from a very small independent company who just had a book option the other day in Trespassers. This is from Alternate Comics. This is completing my 3-issue limited series, Blood Realm 3. Has a very, very low print run and was sold out in a lot of places. Up next, from DC Comics. I phoned my LCS a week or two ago and told them to hold a couple of books for me. This is Old Lady Harley. This is issue 3. This is the first appearance of the Bane twins, descendants of Bane. Also the first appearance of Old Man Bane and the first cameo appearance of Old Man Joker. Now, the Old Man Bane and Old Man Joker probably won't go anywhere. Maybe Batman Beyond at some point. But you never know. The Bane twins may appear in an animated show somewhere down the line. This book on the forums is blowing up crazily. And it's showing that on eBay. It's a regular $10 to $15 book at the moment. I know where, if I was a flipper, I know where at least 20 of these books are. But I'm happy with just the one copy for now. And this is Winter Soldier, issue 2. This is the first cover and full appearance of RJ, a teenage assassin who was working for Hydra. And he had his first cameo in the final page of Winter Soldier, issue 1. Obviously, here is RJ. And you never know. There is a Winter Soldier and Falcon series coming up at some point, isn't there? So he may appear in that. You never know. Pick this one up. This is Flash issue 61. And this reason I picked this up, this is the first cameo appearance of a new villain called Psyche. And his real name is Bashir. This is a regular David Jardine cover. He appears in the last 2 or 3 pages of this book. And then that moves on to this week's book, which is Flash issue 62. And this is the first cover and full appearance of Psyche. Here he is. Again, a David Jardine cover. I was amazed to find these books in my LCS. I've had this company on my pull list for a while now with some books, but I walked in and there were two sitting on the shelf. This is Rags 2, the second print. Love this storyline. Yeah, it's for mature audiences for sure. And I know there's a lot of these self-published ones coming out now that are sort of flooding the market. But I've got the Real McCoy in issues 1 and 2, which I was delighted to get. This is the second printing of 2, obviously. But what's better than one copy? 2 copies, like I said. And what's better than 2? Unbelievably, 3. One for myself, and one for my good friends Lyric Magic Moments and Comic Vantage. So yeah, I've got 1 to 3, and I've got actually 3 more books being shipped from Forbidden Planet of Rags, different titles. So I'm excited to get them. Another one that was held for me from the shop, but I already had it from Forbidden Planet. So this is another one making its way to Lyric Magic Moments. This is another great series I've enjoyed reading, and this is Riptide from Red 5 Comics. Basically, there's more water than land. Good title. That's the last of those 4 limited series issues. Okay, a couple of DC books. This is come out this week, and I don't really see it being talked about on anyone's videos, which is surprising. This is Justice League Dark, and this is issue 7. And the reason I picked this up, this is the first cameo appearance of the Other Kind. There was a new team, and its members, the Soup, the Rip, and the Offspring. This is a regular Alvaro Martinez Bueno and Raul Fernandez cover. The first Other Kind. Look out for them, guys. Now, I've said before, I'm trying to stay away from cover by purchases, but I couldn't resist this one because, one, it's very, very hot book. It's a 10 to 15 pound book, and rightly so. 2, it's from my second favourite artist, and that artist is Ben Oliver, and this is Catwoman issue 7. This was the only issue of this they had in the shop. Delighted to get it. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. And rumour has it might be a little bit under-ordered, so hence it's doing very well on the secondary market. I had the great thrill of meeting Ben Oliver a couple of years ago, and he signed my Hal Jordan Flashpoint, so that was a real buzz for me. Very underrated artist, I believe. Couldn't believe these books were in my LCS. It's only a little shop, and they don't usually tend to get a lot of the smaller indie titles. But wow, this is probably the book of the week. And this is from Absolute Comics Group, White Widow. Yeah, look at that. It is a stunning cover. Basically, this is a create-your-own series by Jamie Tyndall that was funded by Kickstarter and picked up by small press publisher Red Giant. White Widow is about a girl who gains superpowers from a serum created by her father, whose murder she seeks to avenge. Now, this is the regular Jamie Tyndall silver holographic foil logo cover. It's absolutely stunning. I can see why just for the cover alone. The interior art looks really impressive. I'm going to read this later on today. I'm excited to read that. Couldn't believe I got that for £3.50. And to go with that, this one was there too, and this is probably even more striking. Gorgeous, gorgeous red foil cover. So that's White Widow issue 1. Really, really hot book. I'm delighted to get that for cover. The only copies in the shop. Okay, some back issues now, and a lot of hot book alerts. I ordered this comic, and it came with basically a free comic, and the free comic was Justice League Dark issue 0. Oh, I'll take it. I'm a big Constantine fan, so I don't think it'll stay on my PC, but I probably will read it. But like I say, the reason I ordered this, and it worked out these 2 books at $4.48 each, so best part of £9. This is from the New 52. If you follow my hot book alert, you'll know why. This is Justice League issue 0 from 2011. And the reason I picked this one up, guys, I hope you took my advice, is the first cameo appearance of the Seven Sins, who's a group in the modern age. And they're basically villains. They're like Wrath, and you know, they're all old terms. Gluttony, I think, is there, and things like that. But they are going to be the team that's teaming up with Dr. Zavanna against Shazam in the upcoming Shazam movie. So that is a good book. It is getting hotter and hotter and hotter as we speak. So I think they first appeared in Whiz Comics from 1948, Whiz Comics issue 2. There's some useless knowledge for you. It's also got the origin of Captain Marvel and Shazam, Billy Batson, retold in this book. This was a cool one. Another series on TV that is entering its 3rd season. This is Legion. I've watched season 1. It was a hard watch at times. It's not my favourite, but there were some really good moments in it. And this character is going to be appearing in the 3rd season of Legion. And this is X-Force issue 87, another of my hot book alerts. This is the first appearance of Switch. Switch, who is Devon Alomar, and I think he is. Is it like telekinesis or something like that? But it's also the first appearance of the new Hellions team and its members, which is of course Switch, King Bedlam, who is Christopher Aronson, Paragim, Tarot, who is Marie Ange Colbert, and Magma, Alison Cressmere. Now, like I say, Switch in this book is Devon Alomar, but in the upcoming live action show, it's going to be a female, I believe. It was going to, so yeah, I think she's played by an Asian lady who is a model. So there we go. Bit of info for you. Switch coming to Legion. Another hot book alert. Pick this one up because this was optioned last week, and it's from Image Comics, and it is a graphic novel, something I don't tend to buy many of, but I had to get this. This is called Six. Another hot book alert. I hope you grab this because this has just been optioned. It is going to be a TV series, but it's been adapted, and the title of the series is going to be 13, not 6, but 13. And basically, it's a one-shot science fiction story about a man from another plane of existence studying Earth to determine how to correct what is destroying his reality. I'm going to read that this evening. Looking forward to that. My final hot book alert that I've picked up the week is was put on to me by my good friend Comic Vantage. Basically, David Mack had a meeting with some studios about adapting one of his properties. And the book in question is Razor and She Special, issue number 1. This is from London Night Studios. And like I say, the reason David Mack had the meeting is because one of his properties has just been optioned. And he's going to be coming in a TV show, I believe. And this was a surprisingly good read. The Razor She part was unbelievable. What is being optioned is the second story in this book, and that is Kabuki. Kabuki, an Oriental tale. You see how it pans out. But yeah, gorgeous artwork in this book. It's an Oriental tale that is coming from David Mack to television, I believe. So excited that I've read that and I know what's coming. Okay, my final 2 pickups of the week were from my LCS in town, and the first of those, they had a 50% sale, the Planet All Stars in Gloucester. I actually thought this was a full appearance because I've already got this, but it's a second copy and it's still a sought after book. I paid £12.50 for a second copy of New Mutants 25. Talked about Legion just now. This is the first cameo appearance of Legion. David Haller, who is Professor X's son, the star of the Legion TV show. So pretty cool to have 2 copies of that now. And my final book of the week was a pretty good book. In fact, I was delighted to get this because I believe it's got quite a low print run. And this is a Marvel book. And yeah, there's a Vision and a Scarlet Witch TV show coming. Never know, the character might somehow turn up. But I'm hoping there's going to be a Champions movie because that's where this character really excels. This is The Vision, and I think this is from 2015, if I'm not mistaken. It could be 16, but it's a recent title. Like I say, a low print run, but this is the first appearance of Viv Vision. Viv Vision. And Viv Vision is one of the main heroes in the current Champions comic book series. It's also and Viv is Vision's daughter. It's also the first appearance of his wife, Virginia Vision. So I don't know what's happened to Scarlet Witch. It's also the first appearance of his son, Vin Vision. This also has the death of the Grim Reaper, Eric Williams. And this is a regular Michael Mundo cover. I think a lot of these issues of the early ones, I think it's about 1 to 5 of Vision, are very low printed. So great book to have. Okay, that's my books for the week, guys. Quite a few there. I reckon I had probably 25 or so. Okay, let's show you some books. It's not a massive week this week. It's coming out this Wednesday. But there are 4 titles of interest to myself. The first of these, coming out this Wednesday, is from DC Comics. And this is Naomi, issue number 1. Naomi, issue number 1. That is a pretty cool book, because apparently that is her first appearance. So I'll probably grab that. The other one that I'm thinking about is, of course, we've got some Donny Cates goodness coming out this week. This is Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 1. He usually throws in a surprise or two, so that could be a very key issue. My third book, this is another one from Marvel. It's Immortal Hulk issue 12, and it's supposedly going to be the first full appearance of the One Below All. One Below All. Immortal Hulk issue 12. I think the One Below All's first cameo was in issue 9. I think that's what Wiki is saying anyway. My final book of the week, and I think this is going to be the biggest book of the week, because as well as being a really tiny print run, it also has a first appearance. And that first appearance is in Punchline issue 3 from Antarctic Press. And this character here is the Beetle, I believe, making her debut by the looks of it. The Beetle. Okay, in Punchline 3. A couple of books down the line, there's a crazily good cover from Derek Chew. This is going to be the B variant for Harley Quinn 58. Problem is, it's a sideways cover. Thanks to Brown Springman for bringing this to my attention. Now, trying to show this book is really crazy, but you can see it's like a wraparound cover. As soon as I turn it around, it kind of flips on you. But that is Harley Quinn issue 58. And the final book I'm going to show you, this is another stunner from Artgerm. His work is fantastic, but it is mass produced. There is barely any spec in his books. And there is a bit of a sameness about his books. This is almost like CGI work, but this is from DC. This is Wonder Woman issue 64, and that is Artgerm, guys. Okay, so that's 6 books I've just shown you there. 4 for this week, 2 down the line. And that comes out on, I'm not sure actually when that one comes out, but the Harley Quinn comes out on the 6th of February. I currently sit at 559 subscribers, I think. It's a new world record for me. I'm absolutely over the moon. Like I say, next month I intend to get another big boy book to go with my recent Kingpin. Thanks to everyone for following me. If you like what you see, please subscribe, like and all that jazz. That's Daz over now. Bye for now.